stubborn? Hi, I'm Debbie Pribele, and that was my topic of reflection this morning during my essential reflections. And it all began yesterday. Actually, it didn't begin yesterday. It kind of came together yesterday when I had an opportunity to talk with a lady who is actually part of the foundation staff for Young Living and in Nepal, where they are helping people rebuild their community and homes, etc. Okay. So she has had the opportunity to work alongside Gary Young, the founder of Young Living. Now he is he was an extraordinary man with a very clear vision and was very driven to see it go forth as to how to help people around the world, including Nepal. All right. So I asked her, like, what did you learn getting the opportunity of working alongside this man? She just so much. She says he changed her life. And I was okay, like, kind of narrow this down. What was like the one thing? And she said, anything is possible. So when I think of Gary Young, I think this is the image I get. See a problem, find a solution, be the solution, do it, and just don't quit. There's just no, so example, example, Valor essential oil, and one of the oils in that is is black spruce, and they had their source of black spruce it just wasn't filling the need. So he wanted to, let's get a farm, let's create our own forest, be our own forest, produce our own oil. So this is northern British Columbia, northern Canada, very, 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 very cold, middle of winter. And it was so cold, and the workers were really trying hard to help him set up the farm. And they said, we just can't do this, Gary. It is just too cold. We have to wait till spring. And with tears in his eyes, he goes, you leave, or you go, whatever. We'll see you in the spring. I'm not quitting. And in that dead of winter, he continued on working. And of course, so did his team, because like, how can you not, right? So a very, very driven and not quitting. So on LinkedIn, in the social media, there was recently a conversation about grit and having that grit to follow through with goals, with visions, etc. That's Gary Young, and something that I could do a little bit more on. Just gonna say, I think most of us kind of a little lacking in that area. But we were talking about not quitting and what are the things that kind of get you to quit. So yes, having grit and pushing through really, really important. However, there are times when the universe is nudging to say, okay, this isn't quite the right path. You need to and you'll be nudged, sometimes pushed rather hard, to go somewhere else. So how do you know when you need the grit to keep pushing through, and when you're just being stubborn and digging your heels in with some idea, or you're just feeling stuck in this rut and you're just like spinning your wheels and going forward? I always go, what's the intention? And if your intention is your passion, is purpose, if it is being a solution to a problem, and you believe in this solution, then you get that grit on, and anything is possible. That's where that comes in. If you find that you're wanting to quit because it's too hard, you're afraid, there's stereotypes that you're having to fight against, and bosses who are bullies or degrading, I don't know, whatever those things are, and you're wanting to quit because of those factors, and you want to give up, I'm going to question that. Because when the passion and purpose is behind your action and your choices, when the passion and purpose is about being a solution, contributing to the greater good, making a difference, bringing your unique voice to that table, there's no stopping. That's when grit comes in. That's when you go, I am the vehicle for this solution. I am a component of this. This is like a responsibility for me. It is passionate for me, etc. And that's when you push through. And this little Valor bottle helps with emotional mindset with doing that. So this blend was created from oils and herbs that Roman soldiers used to use before they went out on a campaign, on a mission. And so Gary Young discovered this, goes into the lab to formulate these oils in a way that actually supports the body, mind, spirit, to give valor, to give you the strength to push through, the grit, to do what you need to be doing to be that solution. So when you breathe in essential oil, well, and we're putting it on, it's getting into the system, but when you breathe in an essential oil, it triggers and activates different parts of the brain. So have you seen the skull cap where they do the electrode thing and they see what's firing, etc.? So different oils will activate different parts of the brain, which is activating different systems within the body. And it's also triggering different memories. So I always talk about this. You breathe in an oil, your body needs to know, is this a danger situation? Or is it something that's going to help, like a food source? It has to know what these smells are. So it searches through your memories, everything you ever know about this smell. So the smell and the name Valor. Okay, let's mesh this. What do I know? Is this okay? Is it safe? And along the way, it's your inner knowing is going to be triggered with thoughts and memories and images and visions to help you recognize those fears and whatever else that's holding you back from being that solution. And it's reminding you of your passion, your purpose. And then that's empowerment. Now you have the knowledge and the information and the valor to carry through what needs to be done. That's grit. That's power. That's empowerment. That's Young Living. That's Gary Young. That's why I love Young Living. It's more than just an oil. There you go. Take care. Have a great day and stay well, stay empowered, and be gritty.